Oh Lord. Tide ho. Oh Lord. Ho tide. Lord. Oh
Tide
my.
ho.
Wait a minute. Oh Lord.
Hey guys,
Hello.
how's it going?
It's going fine and fabulous over here. Cloud nine, iPhone ready.
Well, you're very lucky
So,
that Beyonce dropped an album, so we've been living off of that
oh,
for a
you're
very long
right.
time.
You're right. I'm glad she dropped that album so we can be able to play it on the iPhone. Just get ready. I know this is a tough
Oh
time for
girl.
Android users.
Oh
So,
girl.
I mean, the Queen's talking.
I
Wait.
want to talk about the fact
Um,
that remember when you sat there and said, and I was telling you about how I have a bunch of CDs. You was like, who still buys CDs? Look at you buying a CD.
I didn't buy the CD. That was my boyfriend that bought the CD. I didn't buy the
Uh huh.
CD.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Okay, well, yeah, whatever you say, girl. Because I didn't buy it. I didn't buy a CD.
If you say so, girl. Well, just letting y'all know, I have the CD
Oh
and the vinyl.
gosh,
The
but
vinyl is
you,
coming, but sadly, the vinyl that I'm getting is the one before. Is going to be the one after they remove Khalees and after they remove that term from that song. So my version is going to be the after they edit everything. But the CD, I think the CD I got is before.
oh,
I know. It does suck that they removed that Khalees sample, but I understand once Khalees was
it's
doing a little too
fine.
much.
It's perfectly
Khalees was doing a little
fine.
too much. So, and as a person who stands Khalees, I was so disappointed by that because I'm like, Khalees, come on now. Icon legend, please.
I'm
Anyways, you
surprised I
got
didn't have Trina on my playlist. My bad. I know.
what happened?
I don't know for some reason. I was thinking of Trina for some reason. I don't know why it came in my mind. I was like, I don't think I have her on my playlist at all.
Wig.
Oh, well,
You see
I
that?
don't
You hear
know.
that, folks? He does not support his people. Oh.
I just, oh, girl, shut up. Shut up.
Anyways, you guys, I'm Oh Lord.
And I am. Did she had to say something?
What
Girl,
happened?
my name, and this is Todd Ho here, you guys. No, because I'm like, why she was never on my playlist, and I'm like, I had bought her albums, so her
I
physical
have
albums.
no idea. On the T.O. show,
Did she
we
say
don't know.
something?
Probably.
I think she probably said something I didn't like. I don't know, because I'm trying to find out why she's not on it. Well, she's on here now until I figure it out.
Mm.
Like, girl, I don't even know what's going on.
That's just
Let's see if I
like,
can
who
figure
was it that did something? I was like, getting into something that they did. And I was like, I feel like there was a reason why wasn't listening to their music. And then people brought it
it
back up, and I was like, that's why.
Oh, well, look like girl, let me go on, remove her from the playlist. Because I
Mm,
love Glamorous Life. That album was actually pretty good.
I can see that. You know who's fun? I've been listening to Flo Milli in between Renaissance. I've been listening to Flo Milli, and I actually did listen to Lizzo's album as well. I've been kind of getting into
I
the
haven't
girls'
listened to it
albums.
yet. I was trying to get. It's very
Which one?
Lizzo. I haven't gotten to her. Or Flo Milli. I was trying to get into hers too. I just need the time to
You
get into
do.
it. So
I will say this as a person who likes Lizzo. I don't think this is her best work. Now, do I feel like it's a fun album? Yes. It's absolutely a fun album. I think she did a great job on it, but I feel like this isn't her best work, to be honest with you.
mhm.
Now, Flo Millis, I love it, but I feel like it had like, okay, it's like strong at the beginning and strong at the end. In the middle is kind of like weak. So, but But I think you should listen to it. It's really good. I've been listening to them and Rena. Cakes the Killer has been dropping music. I've been really just kind of like trying to catch up with the girls because I've been, like it's been a lot going on, and I'm just like I need to keep on having fun. I need fun music, and the artists haven't been releasing a lot of fun songs lately. So I'm just like, now that they are, I'm like, okay,
Yeah, we're
finally, I'm
about
here
to,
for this,
about to be going
huh,
through a recession, let alone with all this inflation. The
girl?
country is in mourning.
And monkeypox,
Mm,
like. Did you hear that the guy who was doing the 75 loads, he has it?
yeah, you told me that. You did tell me that because they had a guy on
Hmm.
TikTok. He was, I think he has it because he was like, because he had seen the bump, and you know how we get bumps, around the
Yes.
houses and stuff like that. He said, "Oh, he said, look, y'all got the monkey pops and then some other stuff, some bumps." He said, "Oh, wait, hold on."
Hmm. Wig.
Like, wait, hold on, let me. Oh, yeah, let me hold on. Feel like
Hmm.
Carrie with the wig. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Iconic moment. Iconic moment.
Great,
We would
great,
never have
girl.
another. We would never have another.
So, what you think about the Beyonce album?
I loved it.
Mm,
I've been listening to it top to bottom, bottom to top, verse to verse, all of the things.
definitely top tier. It's definitely
Yeah, it
top tier.
is. I think I have my favorites, but I feel like it's a good album of no skips. This is one of those few. Ooh, excuse me, gross. This is one of those few no skip albums that we have. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm
Definitely,
still living
definitely top
for it.
tier.
Still love it. Still enjoying it. I bought the vinyl, but like I said, my vinyl is coming after the Khalees sample has been removed, and after she removed that ableist term. So
Mm.
mine's is going to be after all of that. But my album, my CD, is before. So listen, I'm happy. But what else am I happy about? I don't know. Tell us what we're looking into and talking about today. What are we talking about on
I
the
was
T.O.
gonna
show?
get my feedback on the album. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Girl,
oh, girl,
please.
guess what? They just know that you like it too, because I like it.
Oh, honey, I'm not a follower. Yes, the album is giving everything that it needs to be gave, honey.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
fun, it's exciting. It's because my favorite song is Alien Superstar and America Has
That's
a
the one that they
Problem.
said is for Pisces. Alien Superstar was for Pisces. Did I tell you about what they said? Whose was for Cancer?
Plastic off the sofa. No, ours is America Has a Problem, girl, because
No, they said that is for who was that for? No, Taurus was cozy. Let me see,
cozy within my skin.
which is
Cozy.
good. Honestly, nobody's losing
Cozy.
on this. Everybody's winning.
Yes, absolutely they are. It's just so fun. It's just so fun, and I'm enjoying it. It's something different. I don't think we were gonna get something like this from her, and it's like we
Mm-hmm.
got it. And I know again, some people been spat.
Yeah.
Some people have been
Mm-hmm.
sorry. I get so comfortable around.
Wig.
No, some people been acting very silly, and they wanted some vocals from her, and she was giving vocals, maybe not like the runs and stuff like that, or the
Mm-hmm.
high notes. And it's like we already know Beyonce can sing, and why does she
Yeah.
need to be singing in every record? I think that's something that I appreciate about Ariana Grande when she did her "Thank You Next" album, and it wasn't about hitting notes. It was just like, let me just have fun. And I feel like that's the reason why I really got into that album, because it was like, I didn't like all the songs. I mean, first of all the songs were good, but the replayable ability,
Mm-hmm.
no.
Yes.
Replayable ability, not really too much. But I still enjoyed what she was going for and what she was doing and stuff like that. That doesn't mean it was a bad album. If somebody had it on in the kitchen, I'll it can play, or whatever the case may be. So, but I think it was great, and I feel like this is what Beyonce did for herself. Is that let's just have fun, let's just lay back, let's vibe, let's relax, and especially during this troubling time that we're going through with inflation going up, the gas prices is just outrageous. It's hot as hell. It is hot as hell. Very clear about that.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a lot going on, and we need something for the summer. Well, we're about to enter the school year again, and I know they already been talking. They've been online talking about that too. We
Mm-hmm.
need something that's going to be, relaxing, uplifting. It's great. Yeah. So yeah, I want you guys to check the album out if you have not.
Which I doubt you haven't. A lot, majority of the people who are out there have watched it and listened to it. And by watched it, I mean listened to it. YouTube,
Mhm.
however, it's everywhere. I'm sure y'all have seen it.
It really is, and we can't shut up about it. So I hope you
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed it. And the funny thing is, I did tell you that like when it first came out, mind you, I was waiting for 12 o'clock. By the way, and it first came out, and I was trying to listen to it. And my friend called, and baby, I wanted to ignore that phone call so bad. But the funny thing is, I thought he was out of town, so I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking that, he just calling or whatever the case may be, and we haven't spoken for a minute because I thought he was out of town. So I was like, oh, why is he calling me? He's out of town. Then when he called me, we talked, and he's like, oh, I'm still in town. I'm like, oh, bitch. I'm like, I could have ignored this phone call, but that's the only really reason why
Wig.
I answered because he was out of town, and I was like, okay, well, let me see if everything's okay, or let's see what's going on.
Right.
Other than that, I would ignore the phone call because I thought, So, let's get into what we're going to be talking about today because we've been promising these guys for a long time that we
Oh
were
no,
going
we
to do.
said Bad Boys first. I thought. We're doing Bad Boys today?
I thought it was Hot Boys.
Oh, did you
Oh,
want to do
Bad
Hot
Boys.
Boys?
No, let's do Bad Boys. We're going to do Bad Boys. We'll do Bad Boys today.
Yeah.
We'll do Bad Boys. But Hot
I
Boys,
figured.
again, we're going to be, is coming soon. It's
Yes, it
coming soon.
is. We just are. We've been watching it. We actually tried to. We actually watched it, and we watched it separate. Fun fact: we watched it separately from each other. Like,
Absolutely.
this girl decided to be a hater and watch it without me.
No, we filmed it.
Very.
Remember, no, we
Yeah,
recorded it,
that too.
but it got lost. We recorded the whole thing, and I think that's the reason why we haven't released. Well, we haven't re-recorded because it was like I really wish we kept that recording. I'm just upset that it was gone because
I
we
wish so
really went
too.
in. We really went in on how we felt and stuff like that. Because mind you, it's going to be a lot to explain. Especially,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be a lot to explain because. A lot of these people on the show have backstories, and
Yes.
we had to do disclaimers for domestic violence and stuff like that. So it was a lot of stuff we had to do during that
Which, by
recording.
the way, I'm so glad you said that. So, we're going to put a disclaimer here as well, you guys. There was a lot of tough topics that are being mentioned in the show, like domestic abuse and all of that. So, just if this isn't something that you want to hear, I just put us on mute and listen to it,
Mhm.
or just play us in another room, do something else, whatever you got to do. But we appreciate the listen and the views. We really appreciate our viewers and the people who have been listening to us and all of that. But yeah, it was so when we do Hot Boys, we will definitely make sure that we put a trigger warning beforehand. However, we got to do it, but just be on the lookout for that.
Exactly.
However, today we are definitely going to be talking about
The Hot Boys of Houston.
no,
Hey,
no,
Bad
Bad
Boys of
Boys Club.
Houston.
Girl, why do you keep adding Houston? Let's talk about that.
Because we're in Houston.
That's true.
I mean, the Bad Boy. I'm sorry, Bad Boys Houston. That's what they
No.
call
Oh, it is.
Bad
Actually.
Boys Houston. Because I think
Mm-mm.
Karan owns the Bad Boys of Houston. I mean, no, girl, I keep on saying Houston. Bad Boys Club. I think he probably owned the rights to that. I think he probably. I just feel like
No, he doesn't actually.
he doesn't. Well, who
No.
owns it?
I don't think anybody does. I think. Wait. That's a good question, actually, because I don't know if he actually. I don't think he owns
I'm
the rights
surprised
to
they
it.
didn't add that to the Zeus thing. That's why. That's why. Because I know they can't use Bad Girls Club. That's where they got the bad.
No, they can't at all.
Yeah. So I'm just. I
So,
don't
yeah.
know. Well, whatever. Let's just get into it. Let's get into it. Because
Yeah, there you go. Honestly, you guys know what we're talking about. Let's say that. Boom.
well,
Catch
you
that.
go start it off. Start it off.
Okay, so we both decided to go ahead and check out Bad Boys Houston. The reason being is because we saw the little preview that they posted on, and by preview I mean those like leaked clips that were
Mm-hmm.
all over Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the apps.
Yeah.
Facebook, I'm sure. I don't know, but I'm very sure it was on Facebook too. Let's just be honest. Basically showing different fights and arguments that have
And they
happened
even showed all
on.
of them. That's the funny thing is they had a lot of them.
They didn't even. And then some of the ones that they did show was like little quick clips from it, but not the full moment. Also,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, you guys, we're gonna be talking about Bad Boys Houston. We're going to talk about the fights. We're going to talk about the guests. We're going to talk about the hosts. We're going to talk about the foolishness, and we'll, add some extra stuff in there. You know how we do. Y'all know how we are.
Weird. Well, go for it, girl.
So I'll start. From what I know, the information that was relayed to me from some people that was there, they came in early, early in the morning. Like a lot of the people was there, and it was about what time? 6 in the morning, 6 a.m. Like some people was there at 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had a line from the time they came, which was 6 or 3 a.m., 6 or 2 or 3 a.m. in that area.
Mm-hmm.
The people like Natalie, Jonathan. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys the name of the host so y'all can know who was hosting and who was deciding who would make it through to being on Bad Boys Houston. All right. So of course, Natalie is the host because this is her brand. Her brand is Bad Boys Club, Baddies, all of those. Those are her brands. This is an extension. She's trying to extend the Bad Girls Club universe, and she is from Bad Girls Club. She wasn't really necessarily my favorite on her season. I didn't like her. But I respect that she knows that she is kind of the villain and she's okay with playing the villain. I can respect a person that knows who they are, you know?
Agree.
So there's Natalie. Um Jonathan was on like what, 2 episodes of Bad Boys Club? Of
Yeah, I
Bad
think it was three.
Boys
I think it
3?
was three. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3. Yeah. He was on 3 episodes of it. The Texas Tornado. He absolutely improved on that show. As you know, we didn't really review it, but if you watched anybody who reviewed it, you know exactly what we're talking about because before Jonathan was there, it was okay, and then it started getting boring because of Milan. Let's just be honest. Milan ruined the entirety of that show, and so did Mulamo. Mulamo was the other one that was kind of like annoying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was Milan and Mulamo that kind of ruined it. Jonathan came in, brightened everything up, and then it went downhill because he left and basically Milan got his way. There we go. That's my quick little bite-sized review of Bad Boys. So, anyways, Jonathan was like, he does Megan and Nicki Minaj's hair. He's done Nicki Minaj's hair once, but he does like Megan's hair, and I think he also did Asian Doll or Asian the Brat, if I'm not mistaken's hair. He does hair. He's a stylist to the stars. That is Jonathan.
Well, hope he didn't do Natalie hair for this.
No, he didn't. Remember, because in the clip in the episode, he was like, "Natalie, why you haven't let me do your hair?"
Because they did not do a
Because
good
I remember
job.
he asked her that in front of the other host that they had. There is, before you can meet Natalie and Jonathan and the other guy, there was Darrell or Relly B, who is Where the Money Resides. That's who y'all know him of. He was on there too. He was interesting. I actually liked him on the show. I think he was one of my favorites, to be honest with you. He was entertaining. There was, what is his name? Anthony, right? Anthony
Anthony,
Uncensored. Yes.
yes, Anthony.
Anthony Uncensored.
He's from Houston, Anthony.
Yes, and he's a party promoter and planner and all that. So he's that. We have Anthony, and we also
I have your
have
heterosexual straight crush, Curtis.
who?
You
Oh,
know
girl.
Curtis.
Let's talk about how you love Mulamo. Let's talk about that.
Bitch, nah, that's a fucking lie.
Is it?
That's a full lie. No, that's a lie.
Is it?
That's a
Is it
full
though?
lie.
Is it?
Girl, fine. Don't get mad when I
Exactly.
call you out, girl.
Oh, I called you out first.
Not get
Anyways,
mad
as
when
I
I
was
call
saying,
you out.
yes, as I was saying, there was Curtis on
And
there
we
too.
have the
He's a
Ryan Curtis.
rapper. He's a rapper. That's as best as I can give you with Curtis. He's a rapper. He was on the series. I didn't particularly live for him at first because he was a follower. If you watched the show, you knew he was a follower the first couple of episodes, and then he got better once he started separating from Mulamo.
Yeah, and being
That's Curtis.
comfortable in his own sexuality. Just because you hang around with gay people
Yes.
doesn't make you gay. We did have our Ryan Seacrest, which is the Zeus CEO's wife. I forgot her name, but y'all know
Oh
her.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. Y'all know who we're talking about.
That's his
She
wife.
was the host of. She was the host of the first season
Cabaret
of
and all
Jocelyn's
that.
Cabaret.
She still is the host.
Yes,
She still is the host. All
she
right.
is in the not first season, the second season. She's the host of the third season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got you. Okay, we have that.
So she's been
Um,
doing the Ryan Seacrest where you go out and while the people in the
I
crowd try
see.
to get a reaction and stuff like that. So what do you thought about? Well, let's be very clear.
And we also have the last host that you meet once you, if you make it through Relly.
Blueface. We don't care about him. He
Wait,
can leave.
I didn't even get a chance to say the three names.
You did.
Once you make it through Anthony, Relly, and Curtis, yes, then you have Blueface. Blueface, Natalie, and Jonathan are the next level of hosts that you get to meet and talk to.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying. Okay, so Blueface, as y'all know, is a rapper. Tatiana, y'all know who that is. Y'all know who that is. Come on now. Blueface is the other host. Now, we're ready. You ready to talk about the stuff?
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna let you go. You go ahead.
Oh,
Mm,
allow me to go first. I definitely want to put something out there.
go ahead.
We're not saying that this is right. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
with the violence, I think it's the way you can showcase yourself and
Mm-hmm.
act. You know, I don't believe in tagging people for no reason. I feel like a lot of people was in there doing that, And
Oh yeah.
that doesn't make you a bad boy. That makes you a bad person. And I feel like we need to
It's
understand that
also
it's a
very
difference.
strange that you're doing this for a little bit of fame,
Mm,
because let's be honest, the only people that really garner a lot of fame from this show are people who are already famous.
yeah,
Like if you're not really well known, this isn't going to lift you up into another stratosphere of fame if you're not already well known.
true that.
So it doesn't really help you, basically. You know?
Yeah, but they're willing to do anything. They're willing to do anything.
That's
We
true.
see a lot of surprising faces there. Even some
No,
people
we
off,
didn't. No,
some
we
were
didn't.
memorable faces, recognizable
Hmm.
faces there. Some of them were even from the Bad Boys Club. Sorry, the real High Boys of Hollywood. Hollywood.
Houston. No, it was Houston.
No, the real High Boys of Hollywood.
They were there? I thought it was Houston. The Hot Boys of Houston.
No,
You know who was, though? Rookies. The Rookies?
Rookies was there, but they did have some people that was there from the real High Boys of Hollywood. The one who does hair,
Oh, you right. I
he
think
was
you're right.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, they had some. Some of them was there too as well. So like I said, we don't condone them doing all that,
Hmm.
but again, we do watch.
Especially if you're not hired on. Now, I could understand. I would condone it and understand it more so if you're like, you know what, I'm doing this for a paycheck and I already am hired on. But if it's like you're just auditioning to be on the show, to
Mm.
me, it doesn't make a lot of sense to do all that. That's all I want to say. But go ahead.
So, like I said, they start from outside and trying to get the the flow. And I feel really bad for these guys because it is hot in Houston, and I remember that day. It was hot as hell.
It was.
And then, mind you, they was in on the southwest side at the biggest mall in Houston. It's called the Galleria. For those who are
Uh
not from
huh.
here,
It's the
um,
more high end. It's a more high end mall as well. It's like more of the higher end labels and stuff like that. So if you're into that kind of thing, you go to the Galleria. Every other mall is more so not lower end. I wouldn't say lower end, but it's more so like regular, and
basically.
that still feels shady
Compared to
because
the
that's not what I'm trying to
Galleria,
say.
even though these malls out here are nice and granted they are, they're very very nice. Like Memorial Mall,
Very.
very beautiful. What's the ones y'all like to go to?
Gallery, the one that I go, First Colony. I love the First Colony one.
Yeah,
That's nice too. Yeah, it's a lot of good malls out here.
and they
It's
got
just
that
the Galleria
one
is more
that's going
the
towards Galveston. I would say it was the Leak City, not Leak City. Is it Leak City or Texas City? I think it's like head toward Texas
Are
City.
you talking about that one that's like the outdoors mall that y'all took me to?
Yeah, 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 that one. So
Got you, that one,
they
yeah.
have a lot of good ones out here. It's just the gallery is just top tier. It's gonna be. It's like basically
It is.
DC. It's the White House, basically the top notch of it all. And
Mm-hmm,
it's
mm-hmm,
beautiful. It's very beautiful inside or whatever case. But you gotta watch out because it's gotten a little bit dangerous. I heard that they have a lot of people that being robbed. So and they tell people don't look too flashy going there because they be watching you and they'll follow you to your car. And I've heard stories about that. A lot of people been talking about that. So watch.
I could see, I could see that happening. Not to say that I condone it, but I could see people being like, "Oh, you have money, okay,
Mm-hmm.
let me have some of that." I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah. So it was shocking that they did that there because if anybody knows, that is a very busy area because it's the mall.
It
Very,
is.
very busy. And then summertime, so a lot of kids are going to the mall too at that time as well. So it is very, very, very busy. So I never thought that they did it there. I thought they did it like, somewhere on the north side or somewhere or on the east side.
Oh
Something
yeah.
like that, because we was asking, we didn't know where it was at. We
I
never seen
think
pictures.
didn't you think it was downtown? Didn't you think
I
downtown
didn't
as
thought it was
well?
downtown. I thought it was going to be like it was on the north side, because the way Houston is
Mm.
set up, the way it's set up, because like I said, we see the outside part of it. That's why we was thinking in our mind where it can be. So this is what we saw, and I was like, yeah, that can be somewhere anywhere in Houston, the way it looked. But then we got further in, and then we started seeing other things. It was like, oh no, that's in the gallery area, or whatever the case may be. So it was very, very
Hmm.
shocking, because they have a lot of police around there too, as well. So, and a lot of fights did break out. So that too.
Throughout the entire thing, it was a lot of fights.
Yes, and they had people coming from all over to do this, and I feel like we do feel real bad for all of the contestants that was out there trying to get on the show, because they already had their picks, and this was just a fill. Well, this was more of a I wouldn't even say a filler episode, because it was nowhere filled into the because the show hadn't even started yet. This
Right.
was just the audition, but just like a quick views or whatever the case may be. And I feel like it wasn't fair to them, because they was never going to pick them after they already had a
Right.
cast pick. And a lot of people spent a lot of money just to be there, so that was messed up as well. But nonetheless,
Hmm.
they was all fighting. And girl, I have seen a lot of videos. We have seen people get knocked out in bushes. After you get knocked out, just go home. I will go home.
Which girl, that was so the fact that they knocked that person out in the bushes and it was like y'all haven't even walked into audition and y'all already fighting outside?
Exactly. I've never been knocked out like that, and I see. I don't want that feeling. I don't want to. I don't
Mm-mm.
want to ever experience that when a person knocks me out, and I'm looking, and it's like, because I just be seeing they be this, they be discombobulated. They just be like, oh my goodness, like, I'm like, oh my god, like that just, oh god, I wouldn't want that. And then in front of a lot of people, if I'm gonna get knocked out, let it be in private. So that'd be my word against that.
All right.
I don't need no witness at the damn camera. Absolutely not. No. If I
Mm-mm.
had friends that there, just lift me up and just take me away. I don't even want to get up. I don't even want to stand up. Just pick me up and just take me away like I'm dead. Mm-mm. So, like I said, we had a lot of familiar faces on there. Everybody's fashions were even they was calling themselves fashionable. No, it wasn't.
I want to say this. I want to say this. Can I say this? Listen, it is too hot to be sitting there wearing fur coats, leather, pleather, whatever y'all was wearing, full denim outfit. It was too hot for all of that. That was first and foremost. Like,
Yes.
I get it. Fashion is about being I get it. We all have our personal tastes, and some people can rock leather in heat. I get that. It
But
is
who
too hot for
wants
all of
to?
that.
Who wants to?
That's the real question. Who would want to do that? Y'all was literally sitting there in hot, hot leather for what? And then y'all was fighting for what? It was too much.
And it was like
It was too much.
anything, because I follow a lot of people that was on TikTok that was there, and it was
Uh
like it was
huh.
going to be fighting you for anything. Like, if you look at them wrong, what you looking at? And I think even we see the fight broken out. And he was like, "Oh, what you saying?" Now again, we talking about the guy who was big as hell, and he was like, "You're a little too big to be fighting me." Let me tell you something. I would not be. I would have not fought him. I was like, "Can we get
Oh no.
security over here for him? You ain't a bad boy. No, you out of my weight class. Can I?"
Weird.
Oh, no. Because
But I get it.
people
I do
like you,
agree.
I pick something up for. And I'm trying to not catch a case. Can't somebody come over here and get him?
A wig.
Well, where's the line?
But true.
He was a big
But
guy.
true.
And
He
another
was.
thing, we are tired of the rapping. I'm so
It was
Tired
so
of
much rapping. It
rapping.
was so much rapping. It was so many girls going, "Yeah, I'm finna rap so I can show you what I got." And it's like, okay, girl.
That was their talent.
You know what I wasn't tired of though?
What?
I wasn't tired of the OnlyFans girlies coming through. I was
Oh, we
like,
have
who is
seen
this?
those. We have seen a couple of those.
I also want to talk about how this girl tried it on my time
Oh.
when there was one of the guys on there and we was like, ooh, what's he talking about? And I saw his name and I said, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this girl laughed at me.
Oh.
Tell them why you laughed at me, girl.
I didn't laugh at you when I laughed at you.
When we saw that one guy that we like, the light skinned one with the long hair,
Yeah.
and I was trying to figure out his name.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I figured out his name, I looked up my sources to see what he was talking about. And I found it. I sent it to you. Remember that?
Girl, miss. Yes. I remember that. Because you was like, oh,
Can you tell the
got it.
audience why you laughed?
Because he was acting like a damn detective. Oh, got it. I'm like, wait, what? Because I was like, I had no idea. No idea. And he's a very good looking guy. Don't get it twisted. He's a very good
I
looking
just
guy.
could not remember his name, but I knew of him because I've seen him before. But yeah, go ahead. I'm so sorry. Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to yawn.
Wig.
No, yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
you found him, you found this other guy, and then another guy that was a teacher they
Hmm.
got upset about, but we'll talk about that later. Um,
Oh, Vandal Savage. I know. I remember him because I remember I told you about the brick situation.
what weird situation?
He got into a fight with another guy who does
Oh
OnlyFans,
yeah, the brick.
and he
I
threw the
remember.
brick at him.
Yeah.
There you go. You know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about. That's him.
we gotta stop all that. We gotta stop all that violence, and we gotta stop all that rapping. No more rapping, or whatever the case may be, at all. Please stop. And just because it is a label doesn't mean it looks good. Please.
Also, I, I I I think we have to also do away with the fact that the stereotype that every gay is fashion. Because no, we are not.
Yeah.
Not every gay is a fashion girl,
I'm not. I can be.
and that
I'm
is
really being
quite all right.
transparent right here. I'm really not a fashion girl, but I like what I like. I enjoy what I like. So it may not be for you. You know what I'm saying? And I own that.
Yeah, it's for nobody. Ooh. Ooh. We're watching Bad Boys Club, girl. Come on now. You should have known I would have said something.
I'm saying that now. I think my clothes are fashionable. I feel like it is fashion, but it may not be to
Hmm.
others to compared to the outrageous stuff that they do wear.
She's
And
okay, you guys, when we talk about her style is more like neutrals. She's not
are you
a
calling me
print.
basic?
No, I said neutrals.
This bitch shouldn't call me basic.
You like neutrals. You like neutral colors. You don't really like bright colors.
Yeah,
Even though they look cute on
but
you,
it
you look good
irritates
in
my
bright colors, but you don't
eyes.
wear them.
It irritates my. That's why I can't wear
Exactly.
patterns. I don't like patterns. I'm with your
Hmm.
thing. I don't like
That's why I
patterns.
said. That's why I said neutrals because you don't really particularly wear colorful, bright, and you don't wear patterns or anything that's like prints and patterns. You don't wear a lot of that. It's more neutrals. Now you do have certain prints and patterns. You do have them,
What?
but most of it's
Well,
neutral.
those the ones that I can deal with. Like I have to look at the shirt,
Yeah,
and I know where I have to look at a
it's mostly
shirt.
like it's mostly like graphic T-shirts or graphic shirts or like at one time she bought these pants, those joggers that have like cartoon characters on them. But that's still kind of that would be kind of neutrals because it's like It's not too much of it, you know?
Yeah. I guess I'm.
So neutral.
I guess I'm a neutral girl. But like I said, I think we gotta stop
Yeah,
saying so
nothing's wrong
fashionable.
with
Just
that.
say, I wear what I want and
Mm-hmm.
all that because, like I said, that is a lot of times of opinion. It's not always facts because some people wear some stuff and they
Yes.
be like, "Girl, that is not cute. That is not fashion. That is just like a
Mm-hmm.
struggle." Just saying.
That's true. Again, like we said, it's like a lot of y'all was sitting there wearing leather outfits, suits, full piece suits,
I don't think I was
and a
bad
fur.
to wear a suit. I don't think it's that bad.
It's hot. It's hot,
It well,
girl. It was
it is
hot.
hot.
I think that was around the time it was like what 100 and something degrees.
Yeah.
It was around then. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
But it was
It was just
but
too
it was still
hot.
hot. It was very very hot,
It
and
was.
well, like I said, we got
Yeah.
tired of the rapping, but I did enjoy a lot of the auditions. I did love the familiar face. I think I had to put something on for the Rock knockout, not the Rock, because the Rock is the other guy. Um,
Go
we
ahead.
really
Speak your
want him to
feelings.
get some help because there is too many things that's out there about him, and some people have the
Mm-hmm.
evidence to back it up, and we're gonna still say allege. We're gonna still say allege on this
Yes.
situation.
I want to say this, however, to add on to your point. Okay. He has mentioned that he's been stabbed by like 3 or 4 different exes, right?
Hmm.
That's alleged. We're allegedly. And you can see the stab wounds. It's something's not right.
He's
And I
doing
want to say that
something.
something's not you. The something is you in this situation. So what are you doing that these guys are stabbing you? I just want to ask. You know, it's not my business, but I just want to know
Well, you
because
know
it's
what?
like
We like to make sure our porn stars are protected. We feel
shit.
like it is a community, so we really want to know what's going on.
Hmm.
And
And also, he is a Cancer, so I mean that could be the problem. That's first
okay.
problem,
Anyway,
numero
um,
uno.
anyway, fuck you talking about, girl. You don't want me to bring down the Pisces. Back up off me.
No, you don't need
Yeah, because
to.
I
Because
have
guess
a
what? I will bring
list.
out Cancer.
I
I will
would.
get you
You
together.
won't
I will get
win.
you right together.
You won't win. But
Do you
I
want me
think
to?
it's really
Do you want me
just
to?
a girl wig. I just feel like I think he has a son. Why doesn't he have a kid? He has a kid. I think he
Yes,
does.
I think so too. But I'm not a
I
hundred.
wish
Did
Cash
he
would have been
mention it on
there.
Signal?
I wish Cash would have been. I would love Cash.
Cash is doing good. I think he's okay. I don't think he wants to do all that anymore. I think he's kind of done with that format of reality show because he's doing um what is that show called that we
Ow.
watched? The Circle
Yes,
Atlanta.
sir.
The Circle
I thought you said that
Atlanta.
was canceled.
The guy who made it said that he's done with it. He's not doing reality show anymore. But who knows, girl? No, I was saying that's what he was doing. So it's like he did that, then he did Hot House, and it's like he's hanging out with T.S. Madison. I don't think he wants to do all that anymore. You know?
Mhm. It's good to see him. I love him. He is definitely
Also,
my
we haven't seen
crush.
him be in any kind of mess
When
either in a
I tell
while. We haven't seen him be
you,
in mess.
if I go to Atlanta and I see this man, I'm
Hmm.
taking a picture with him. I'm gonna say, let me take some cash. You are my favorite. You are
Hmm.
everything to me. And I'm like, I really, the light skinned ones, you gotta watch them. But honey, let me tell you something. I always have my eyes on you, honey. You are everything. And I gotta, man, I gotta even admit it. You are fine as fuck. And I gotta get a picture with you. And it's just, I will be excited to meet him. I'll be very excited. Even Rico,
Hmm.
I'll be excited to see him. Maybe not the flame.
Wait, Rico Cassadine? You talking about Rico Cash?
Absolutely not. No, Rico Pratt. Was it
Oh,
Pratt?
wow.
Rico
Pruitt?
Pruitt.
Pruitt.
Him. I will be
Hmm.
excited to see him. Or whatever. Where I got that Pratt? Oh, Chris Pratt. My bad.
Hmm. weird.
Yes, Rico. Because I like them together. I still want them to get together. I still do.
I think they were cute together too,
I
but
think it was a very toxic situation, and I think that
it
someone did brought
was,
up something
and they were
about.
doing drugs together.
Yeah, someone brought up. Who brought this up? It was about the housewives, and one of the housewives, and they was in a toxic relationship with their ex husband, and they're not together no more, and and I think it was really enjoying each other's company and stuff like that. And I think she asked him, "Was he
Hmm.
happy?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm happy. Are you?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm great," and all that. And and I think it was just a common question, like, okay, should they get together or should they just enjoy their happiness? Maybe they're just better off alone. I mean, not together. You know what I'm saying? And I would, hopefully that would, hopefully whatever case may be for this situation, I would want them to get together. But if that would interfere of them being happy, that it just, they don't want to go down that road and it wouldn't be a great fit for them, then they don't need to be together. But he
Yeah,
already got a man though. He already got a man. But I just like them together, y'all. I'm sorry. Maybe that's just too much.
we all did, but it happens how it happens.
Mm.
Was there anything else you wanted to talk about with Bad Boys, Houston?
Oh, we're done.
No, I'm just asking.
Oh. I thought we was gonna go to the next stage. Okay, we're gonna say the judging. We can get to the judging. The judging wasn't really much fair. I just feel like they were drunk, mind you.
It was really random, and I think they were just over it after a while. You could
They was
tell.
drinking, and
Like they just was just like, oh, if you two fight, whoever wins gets the prize, and it's like, what?
exactly. They did a lot of that. Even though, like I said, it still was entertaining, but I don't feel like they took
Mm-hmm.
it serious. And I guess you should take it so
You could
serious.
tell.
You should take this show too
I
serious.
like when Blueface was like, "Oh, are you straight?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you get the prize anyways."
Oh, we
Like,
didn't even get to
girl.
him yet, girl. We're gonna get down to him. So we would say that stage of the judging was a lot. We met what was that
Mm-hmm.
Roman boy who the Coco? It was named
Who?
Coco something. The Roman boy, the one who said he little Roman from Nicki Minaj.
Oh yes, 'cause he disappeared after that.
Child, that was the most funny shit I've ever seen. When he was like.
Oh, when Darrell was like, "Sing Nicki Minaj with me,"
No, it wasn't.
and I was
That's
like,
how he
"Oh
came up
Lord."
and Anthony was like, "Now wait a minute, bitch." Because he didn't know what he was getting from. Hold on, stop it. Hold on. Okay.
Right?
Honey, that's a lot to process.
Crunk Coco. That's his name.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I would love for him to be on the show. I would think he would be a great addition.
It would be interesting to see him now versus back then, because it's like back then we only saw that, and we only saw him as like hype. So it's like, how are you when you're not hype 24/7? Like, how are you outside of the hype? You know?
It would still be good to see. They did have a couple of straight
Mm-hmm.
guys that was in the room.
Unfortunately.
And because it doesn't matter about sexuality.
I'm still gonna say unfortunately.
But it was what it was. And they had this one guy. I forgot. I don't know what I forgot what his name was. He had I think he had like a little afro or whatever the case may be, and he had a brown shirt on. But I could tell he was straight because they was complimenting him or wanted to see his dick, and then he was making that face, and I'm like, yeah, he's straight.
Mm-hmm.
And he's good. He was one of the person that participated in the rap battle thing with the other boy.
Oh, when the two boys rapped
And
against
yeah,
each
both
other.
was bad.
Right. I mean, they weren't terrible. It's just like,
Anybody
girl,
want to rap?
I don't want to see the. I don't want to hear rapping. I didn't come here for that. Do something else. You know.
Mm-hmm. Like anything else? So, anything else you want to say on this portion until we get to the other portion about?
That's it.
Uh,
It was just very strange. I did enjoy seeing the OnlyFans girls be there. I thought they were fun. It was interesting seeing people that we recognize. I think that was my
Yeah, we
favorite
see a
part
lot of
about it.
people.
That was kind of enjoyable,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it was a lot. But okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So we move
Wig.
over to when they had the audition. I mean, the I guess the one before the last edition because I knew it was going to do another one, but it was going to break down and allegedly pick their cast. But of course, we know they didn't. I mean, that it was already picked.
Exactly. We already knew, like, I think they already leaked the list of people that was going to be picked, and we were just kind of like seeing them live being picked, basically.
Mm. But I hope they pick Josiah. I think he should be on the show. I like seeing him, even though his Big Brother game wasn't good. Call yourself the Messiah. Like I was looking at him like, okay. But he's very beautiful. I always thought he was beautiful, and it's good to see him. He's super beautiful. Who else we had?
I know that Prince from Love and Hip Hop has already been chosen.
Mhm. And he's cute. I can see it. At first, I used to not be into that, but I was like, what do they see in him?
You talking about
Yeah, I
Prince?
wasn't really into Prince like that.
Which season was he? He was Miami with Trina. Yeah, he was Miami with Trina. Now, girl, you know he does OnlyFans, right? Did we already talk
Yeah,
about that?
did you see? I think he sent me his little cute little tushy.
Did I send you the other part?
Oh, I didn't care about the penis. I don't be really caring about the penis a lot of times with these celebrities.
Oh, you need to
I
care.
care
Do
about the
better.
butts. Or whatever the case may be.
Boo. Boo.
So what?
I said boo.
Yeah, I heard you, but bitch, but excuse me. Well, you a bottom, so
Wow.
let's move on. Um,
Hmm.
I'm not bottom
It's too
shaming.
late.
I mean, girl,
Are
I'm
you?
not.
Are you?
I'm not.
It feels very
I do,
shaming. I felt shamed.
girl,
I felt like I was being shamed.
girl.
I felt like I was being shamed.
Please,
Mm,
I'm a
mm.
bottom too. I'm a bottom top. I'm a.
Are you? Girl, stop lying to yourself.
I'm versatile. I'm a verse. I love being verse.
Stop
I'm
lying to
verse
yourself.
and
Oh,
proud. I love being verse. You know,
proud. Girl, what you got to be proud of with that? Mm-mm.
you know,
Destroying the
I'm not
community.
destroying the
Oh,
community. I'm making it better.
says who? Exactly. Anyways, girl, let's get to the next people.
So they like I said they get in the back and this is the audition before the last
Mm-hmm.
final
Mm-hmm.
pick or whatever the case may be. And they're going through all the people, even the people with the wheelchair and yeah. I'm like, no, absolutely not. But I love that they represented, whatever the case may be for their community as well. And but I don't feel like we need to have that on the show. You know, what do you say? Hello? I don't think we
Mm-hmm.
should have them on the show. You know,
I feel like the problem with that is that people are going to lazily do ableist reads. So it's going to be like, oh, stand up. That's going to be all they're going to say. And it's like, after a while, you're going to be like, okay, girl, you don't got anything else? Am I lying?
okay. Okay, girl.
Am I lying?
Mhm. Bitch, not stand up.
That's all we're gonna get. We're gonna get that. Girl, I'll kick you down some stairs. You know, like that's what we're gonna get. And it's like it's gonna be it's gonna be funny first. After a while, it's like, okay, girl, y'all don't got nothing else.
Well, I think the point is
You
this is
can't
what
call her
people need to
ugly
know
or
about these
something.
shows. You have to pick and choose when you get into it with a person. And the reason why I say that
That's
is
true
if you
too.
already had a spit with a person, a situation, I will make sure it's going to be a minute before I have an issue with, well, go back and forth with her again. Because after a while, it's just like, girl, the reads be the same. Or whatever the case may be. It just be the same. It's like, what else y'all talking about? Nothing at this point. It was just like with Kenya and what you call it? Kenya and Portia. It's like,
Ooh, or Persuasion versus Krishan when they was first arguing, where she kept calling Krishan dirty. It was like, you got to do something different, you know?
mm,
Y'all can't keep calling that girl dirty and nothing else, you know?
yeah. I mean, was she dirty or not?
Who knows? That's the point. But go ahead.
Still off hinge. Um, I didn't like that we was questioning people what sexuality is not about your sexuality because he was very contradicting because he was like, oh, it's you like men or women, and oh, I like that. Okay, I just asked it. It doesn't matter, but why is it being brought up? If something doesn't matter, why is it being brought up? I never heard something not mattering, but it's being brought
Hmm.
up.
Also, add on to what you were saying, when he found one person that was straight, he was like, oh, you get the ticket just for that. That's all you need. You get the ticket. And it's like, oh,
Well,
okay.
I'm straight to you. Just say he was gay. Well, you can always switch. what?
Oh, I am too. You are? Yeah. Straight to the top.
Girl, wig. Girl, I can't. And I just
Yeah.
can't. I just
It
can't.
was
I just
annoying.
can't. It's just I'm trying to give you a good example of a person asks you a question, but it's like, oh, it really doesn't matter. Um,
When your parents ask you a question and then they're like, I wasn't asking you to speak. And you're like, so why were you asking me a question? And then later they ask you another question and they're like, oh, you're not going to say nothing? It's like, you just told me to shut up. So what are we doing?
yeah, it makes no sense. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's just like you meet a person for the first time and you automatically and you're not familiar what race they are, and you just act,
Hmm.
oh, it doesn't matter, but why do you need to know? It's none of
Right.
your business why you need to know. He's like that. You're confident. I'm like, a lot of people that isn't coming out. That doesn't mean they're not confident. I think again, they're in a society in a world in this society where certain parts of it they may not want to disclose because they don't want the judgment or the
Hmm.
repercussions behind that. And I think he don't that's too much for him to process. I'm sorry. I know I'm putting a little too much in. And then he hits the person with, "Why are you gay?"
Right.
I just okay, whatever. Let's move on. Why is he a
Weird.
rapper? He can't even sing on beat. That's the
I
question we can
mean,
ask.
true. I wouldn't do too much on him though, because Krishan fights.
I would beat that bitch up. I would beat her up, and
Okay.
I would get a bat to beat her up. She thought I was gonna fight fair.
Weird.
Mm-mm, absolutely not. And I'm calling the police. I'm gonna say, just look for the girl with the missing
Wig.
tooth. She dead.
A wig.
Well,
And again, I say wig.
and it's on.
But yeah, it was. I would say this: if you had to judge this audition stage, the audition thing, how would you judge it
Uh,
based on what they presented? How would you judge it? Would you say they did a good job, bad job? What do you think?
we're watching Zeus, and this is Zeus level.
That's true.
I think the point is with Zeus, it's kind of a situation where you don't even say it's good or bad. You just say it's entertaining. There you go.
Mm.
That's what you said. It's entertaining. Is it good? It's entertaining. Because, honey, the longer you watch, you're going to be like, girl, I don't even know what's going on. Is he going to bring my thing back?
Okay, you guys. Yeah, we're talking about this, and yeah, this was Zeus. It is decent. It has its moments where it's like, oh, it's not terrible, but then it's also not bad. You can enjoy it when you want to and get into it, and some of this content is fun. I will say that. But okay, yes. So it's one of those like it's not terrible, it's not great, it's entertaining as you said, but you have fun watching it. You do. You try to at least.
Yeah. I think the reason why we're in the middle on saying if it's bad or good because it's a
Hmm.
lot of things that's like, yeah, this don't need to be
Yeah,
admitted.
that's very Zeus. Zeus is like you'll have some moments where you're just like, this is great. I just need you to
Yeah,
work on this. And then it'll be like, I think it's some of it is the actors aren't great. That might be just personal preference. I think I preferred when they could react on the spot and just produce something on the spot. I preferred that, but we're not gonna always have that. So
yeah. It's messy television.
but
It's,
it's
it's it's just chaos, and I feel like you like with Jocelyn
yeah,
Cabaret, especially when they're reunions, it'd be so much chaos. And I think one that set the
it
bar
do.
was that remember that Love and Hip Hop reunion where Jocelyn had fought yeah,
Everybody.
yeah. They ain't never seen nothing like that. And
I
that
remember
was a
that.
big episode because
It was a
it
mess.
was, and that shit started off real quick. By the way,
It
it was
did.
hilarious. Jeez Louise.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Oh Lord! But in other news, wait, did you know Lil Mama is still on growing up with Hollywood talking about that moment? I'm like, are y'all still talking about that? The
What
moment when
moment?
she walked on stage at the VMAs.
Who's still talking about that?
What you call her? Lil Mama.
Who is
Oh yeah,
that?
we don't know her. Okay, next, let's move on.
Let's go for it. You ready?
Okay, let's move on. So, what? Any final words? Any final thoughts on the situation? What would you like to add in?
Um. I think I just want y'all to do better with the content. That's all I ask. That is all I ask. If you just do better with the content, you will be
Mm-hmm.
golden. Just a little bit better. Like I should not feel that shows that are on YouTube, no shade. Shows that are on YouTube are better, well produced, and better at their
Mm-hmm.
storytelling. I shouldn't feel that way. That's all I have to say. What about
Another
you?
thing I want to throw in there real quick. 'Cause I don't know if that was you that sent it to me, but I think I was on TikTok by myself and watching it. But it's like, why is Nana always like, we gotta get this money. Let's get it together. We gotta get this money. We got. That's all she said. And
Yes.
it's like, girl, shut up.
And you was just like, Natalie, what bun do you think it
Exactly.
is?
Yeah, we gotta get this bread. I'm like, girl, when we getting it? When we got, is it direct deposit or is it cash? What's going on, girl? No, I'm just saying metaphorically. Well, stop saying it. No, stop saying it, bitch. Because bitch, if I ain't got it, mm-mm. So,
And you don't have it? And you're not bringing
but
it?
it's so horribly produced. And yes, shows you need to produce it. You need to make sure that the plot line is moving. Whatever the case may be. That's just how it goes. But at the same time, it's like, girl, it's even with the new season coming out. I just want it to be organic. I want it to be fun. I want it to be fun. And I hopefully we don't have no more Williams on there. William the baddest. Hopefully we don't have no more of him.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we don't have no more of
The saddest.
Milan's. We don't need a Curtis person up in here. No, we ain't got time for homophobia. We just want people that having fun at the end of the day. That's what we want.
Yes. Make it enjoyable. As long as I can enjoy it, as long as I'm enjoying myself, I don't care about all that
Mm-hmm.
extra.
Get you somebody that's extra so they can start the conversation. Oh, they always do, don't they?
Mm-hmm. They love it. And I love it for them because they are always entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Just let us, we want to be
Okay.
entertained.
And that's all. All right, you guys, we're about to get on out of here.
Yes,
This
we
is Tahoe
are.
here.
We are. And this is, oh
And this was our
Lord.
review on Bad Boys Club. Bad Boys Houston.
Houston.
It's girl, that club part is hard.
Yes. Tired with some tired
And we know
fighting.
this review been all over the place, but if you watch Zeus, you know why. All right, you guys.
Listen, it's we're giving you what they gave us.
Exactly. All right, you guys.
All right, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.